Soon afterward, he went to a town called Nain, and his disciples and a great crowd went with him. As he drew near to the gate of the town, behold, a man who had died was being carried out, the only son of his mother, and she was a widow, and a considerable crowd from the town was with her. And when the Lord saw her, he had compassion on her and said to her, "Do not weep." Then he came up and touched the bier, and the bearers stood still. And he said, "Young man, I say to you, arise." And the dead man sat up and began to speak, and Jesus gave him to his mother. Fear seized them all, and they glorified God, saying, "A great prophet has arisen among us, and God has visited his people." And this report about him spread through the whole of Judea and all the surrounding country. And Jesus already has a crowd. There's already one crowd following him into the city. This crowd of people who have heard him teach, they've seen some miracles, they've been impressed by him, or maybe something has been impressed upon them that would make them follow him, even to another town. So already you've got two crowds of people colliding at the city gates. One of them is like, "Oh, I wonder what he's going to do next." And the other one is crying and weeping over the loss of their friend, their son, their neighbor. And these two crowds are colliding and now beginning to mix in the streets. And Jesus walks right into the middle of it, cuts right through the crowd, goes straight up to the widow standing next to the dead body. And he walks up to her and says the words, "Do not weep." So Jesus is compassionate and he has the power to do something about it. But as we're seeing here, Peter wasn't writing about some young man being raised to life in Luke 7, was he? He's talking about something much larger scale. Something, it's like a letter that's written to us, to believers. That this power and this compassion mixed together can come crashing into your life. This procession, this crowd with Jesus at the head of it, can come cutting through your mess and get to the heart of what's going on in your life. Jesus can do something to change our situation, and here is our situation. No matter who you are, no matter what you dragged in here, no matter what your experience has been, here's our situation. We were born into sin. We were born into sin. That means we were born dead. We were born dead, and creation is all fractured and broken because of the sin of Adam and Eve from the very beginning, and it is woven now into our broken, sinful flesh that we can't help ourselves. We're sinful people. We have no power. We have no compassion. We have nothing. So we find ourselves in this situation where we're not the mourning mother. We're not the crowd of mourners. We're not even the people following Jesus, and we're certainly not the Savior in this story. We're the dead man. We're the dead man. And at any point, if you find yourself reading the Bible and always making yourself the hero, take a step back. Take a step back. We are the dead ones. We're the ones who need Jesus to say to us, "Arise. Wake up. Wake up."